Well, hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Live Talking Blues. Hit it, Patsy! Well, good evening, peeps. Listen, question. How many porches do you see here in the UK? You guys know what a porch is, don't you? Well, back at home, you see, this is a place where you sit and sip iced tea, stomp and whistle and sing, right? So our next guest tonight, they play some cotton picking, porch stomping, watermelon eating blues. Would you please welcome to Live Talking Blues this Wednesday evening, Danny R and Paul Gillings. Come on in, guys.
Hello, thanks
Hey.
for having us.
Hey, Kat, hey, Pearson.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. You know what I'm talking about, though. This cotton picking, porch stomping, watermelon eating blues. That's what it reminds me of when I listen to your music. I'm back on the porches in Oklahoma and Tennessee, where
Well,
my
I can't, I
family
can't,
come from.
I can't relate to any of those activities, but I have been on a porch in Texas. My grandmother lived in Texas for a while, and we stayed there and stared out across the prairie. She lived at a Flying L Ranch in Bandera, so we used to, me and my wife at the time, look out across there. So I can feel the porch vibe, and I'm glad that you get that from our music. So thank you.
That was
I
amazing
sure do
intro.
indeed, definitely. So, are you from both from London? Are you gone stateside, or what's happening?
No, we're from Lowestoft.
Lowestoft. Okay.
Yes, we're from Lowestoft. My grandmother married a Texan who was working in Great Yarmouth, which is known for its oil business, and
Really? I didn't know that.
so he was working for Brown and Root Company out of Great Yarmouth, and met my grandmother who was working in a guest house. So she went out to live out there and left my mum behind because she had us kids. But that's my life story.
Yeah.
Danny's a
Myself,
Lowestoft man as well. Aren't you?
yeah, I mean, my family from Enfield.
From
moved
Enfield, yeah.
to London, yeah. And then they moved up here in, I think it was 88, and I was born the year after. So I managed to still keep hold of the accent. But yeah,
You,
born
you
and
say
bred.
you say up here. Where?
We're in Lowestoft, yeah. So I mean, obviously, the
Okay.
family, yeah, moved up from London. So
And
We
that's
live in
where you
East
guys.
Anglia, and
You
we
in
live
East
on
Anglia?
the we live on the most easterly town in Great Britain. So yeah, that's where we are.
yeah,
Excellent, excellent. So you both have started playing instruments. I take it at a very early age because your skills are impeccable.
Yeah.
Definitely. Paul, when did you pick up your instrument?
The mouth organ, harmonica,
The mouth
blues harp,
organ.
whatever it is you want to call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was 11, and it was being played around a scout. So I was in the scouts at the time. It was being played around a scout campfire.
Uh-huh.
Literally somebody playing Ginganguli and all those scout campfire songs
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that. And I just heard the guy playing it and thought, how is all that noise coming from that tiny, tiny instrument? And I wanted to know how to do that.
Yeah.
So I begged the man for harmonica lessons.
Uh-huh.
So I was 11 at the time. So we're talking 1988, the year before Danny was actually even born. So,
Really? Okay. And Danny, you picked it up at an early age as well, did you, the guitar?
I was about 15, but that was only through
Oh,
peer pressure, really. I mean, I was into my sort of my American sort of poetry, my rap, my hip hop. And
spoken word type of thing, then that
yeah,
sort of free
yeah,
speech.
yeah, definitely. And
D-
I made some new friends when we went up to high school, and they were all into their sort of rock and stuff, and it wasn't really my bag. But I
uh-huh.
must admit, my dad had an old acoustic that was like had 4 strings on it in the loft, and he got it down for me, and I started learning some Michael Jackson songs on it and stuff. Kind of
Really?
got bit by the bug, and got some guitar lessons with Kevin Dean from there.
Uh-huh.
And about 6 years of sort of playing lessons and that. But I suppose I've been playing about 17 years now. I'm 32, so love it. It
Such
kind
a
of
big,
took everything.
yeah, it is a lifestyle, I guess, in a way as well. It's something that gets in your blood, and I never understood why or how people could, when they play, they make all those faces and they're kind of moving with it, and oh, that sort of thing. And then I started taking lessons myself, and there's something that goes through the guitar, doesn't it? And hits inside your soul, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think if you can convey emotion through your instrument, then you make it a part of you. And I mean, like sitting next to Paul when he's playing that, I get lost in his playing. You see me start leaning over and listening to him more than what I'm doing, you know. So, but yeah, definitely, I 100% agree with it.
Yeah, but music, Danny, was a big part. Played a big part in your home as growing up, though. I mean, as a family thing, as a back, it was like a backdrop for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've never really known life without music. My parents are big music lovers, and it's a wide range as well. So yeah, I just had a massive appreciation for it, and it was right across the board. So then to be able, my granddad Jack, he played the squeeze box, the accordion, and I never got to see him sort of every
What'd you
now and
call it? A
then.
grease box.
Squeeze box,
Oh,
yeah.
squeeze box.
Green box is something else, isn't it?
So he was
I
pretty
like
good at
that,
as well,
don't it?
apparently. But he was amazing on that. And when he like used to visit me as a kid and that, he bought me a keyboard. And I used to just play all the flats and the sharp notes. You know, it sounded kind of like Oriental across the top, but to me that was music. I was happy with that. And yeah, I just loved it. So to be able to be a musician in a family of music lovers was really cool. And
Did any of your parents? Did your parents play in a band or anything like that, or they just
no,
love music?
just loved music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's brilliant. You know,
yeah.
going back to your harmonica, Paul, the what is it called? The collective, random collective.
The what?
What
Sorry.
was the random collective? It's a
Random,
group.
random sound. Do you mean? Is
Random
that
sound.
random sound? That was the young harmonica band I was in. That formed not long after I took up the harmonica. So my scout leader, who then showed me who was playing the harmonica I first saw, found that there was quite an interest around our area. So he started a sort of out of school club for disadvantaged kids. It was free music lessons. If you came along to the church hall on a Sunday afternoon, you would get a free harmonica, free music lessons. You
Yeah.
know, Great Yarmouth, I mean, still is, but at that time was a very, very deprived area. And free music lessons were like, yeah, I'm going because there's no way my parents were buying a guitar or paying for a phone. But like Danny got his out of the loft, you know,
Yeah.
there was no harmonicas or guitars in my loft, you know,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, they were certainly like Danny's parents weren't going to buy them for us. Do you know what I mean? So you
Of
know,
course.
so we went along, and there was a whole bunch of us, about 30 of us kids. So we started to form little groups of harmonicas. So there exists. I'm going to show you one now.
Okay, sure.
There exist orchestral harmonicas. So
What do you
this
mean?
is a chord harmonica. So you got like a backing instrument, which plays the chords, and there's bass harmonicas. So there was 5 of us kids playing orchestral harmonica instruments, and we were all playing sort of, well, the manager started writing tunes for us, and we got quite a bit of interest from that. So then that got picked up by a local TV station who did a feature on us, and then it got picked up by bigger TV stations. But we were on some kids' Saturday morning TV shows like the Wide
Yeah.
Awake Club and Motor Mouth. And then it got mad, so we ended up doing a little American tour when I was about 14.
No
So
way. Where did you
yeah,
go?
well, we went to Florida to be on the Mickey Mouse Club TV show.
That's right. Did you win an award? You won an award there as well,
Yeah,
didn't
Golden
you?
Mickey is downstairs. There's a Golden Mickey award
No
downstairs
way.
in my lounge. Way,
Oh,
dude.
fantastic.
And then we flew up. We were flown up to New York to be on CBS Good Morning America, and our limo was parked behind Joan Rivers' limo.
Wait. You're what?
Our limousine. So we were
Your
taken by a
limousine.
limousine.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. It was like that,
Limo.
was it? Was it like that? Was
It was
it?
so like that. Hell yeah, it was like that.
Is that how you guys were rolling at 14, isn't it?
Absolutely. It was like I'd never been so far in my life, and I was remember going down the limousine down because we stayed in the Park and Meridian Hotel, which is
Yeah.
on Broadway, and we stayed. And I remember looking out of the limousine window and not being able to see the sky because the skyscrapers went up so high. But we did that, and then we went to Nashville, Tennessee, and we were on TNN's Nashville Now, which was I think filmed opposite the Grand Ole Opry. So that was our American tour. But apart from that, we did loads of TV shows over in England, and we toured Europe and stuff like that. Just
And you
people
also
wanted to-
played Glastonbury, didn't you?
Yes, we played Glastonbury a few times. We were also on Jules Holland's
What?
Happening.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the happening? Was that before his Juice Holland and what he does now? I guess in the round
That
type of
was
thing.
that was on B Sky B. So it was anyone who had a squarial could see that. So all 5 people in Britain could probably have viewed that. Yeah, B Sky B, which is a forerunner to Sky TV. So yeah, when was that? 1990. So yeah,
1990, yeah,
we were
yeah,
on the
yeah.
same bill as Eartha Kitt, British comedy TV duo Trevor and Simon, and Lonnie Donegan. I met Lonnie Donegan. Yeah.
I don't know. I know the name Lonnie Donegan, but
How
what was
dare
he?
you?
I
Oh
know. What?
no,
I'm sorry. From Los Angeles, we didn't really have all that
for
information. Can
sure.
you give it to
Well, Lonnie Donegan was sort of, I guess he was a forerunner to the British blues explosion. But Lonnie
Okay.
Donegan was skiffle. So skiffle was very big in the early 1950s, which then there was lots of skiffle groups around, playing the washboards and a tea-chest bass, and a few of them had acoustic guitar. And Lonnie Donegan had an acoustic guitar and was quite big at the time. That then I believe, and lots of people believe, led to the 60s blues boom. It was introduced that ethnic music to the UK and to this country. And Lonnie
Yeah,
Donegan was a forerunner for that. I would check him out.
I for some reason I think I remember hearing a interview. Was it Rolling Stones talk about Lonnie Donegan?
Absolutely, I bet it was. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure they
must
would.
have
Yeah,
been.
I think he was a
Yeah.
heavy influence on them. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And then they made it more popular, and if it weren't for them, we wouldn't know a lot of people like Muddy Waters and that the worldwide. So we do thank them for bringing it up to the attention because people like Lomax went around out in the countries, didn't they? Out in the Delta and everything to record it, and also hadn't it been for the Lomaxes, I mean, that genre of music in which we love so much would have been lost.
absolutely.
But Danny, after you picked up your guitar, and did you join a band, or what were you? What
Yeah.
made you stick to it rather than go out and chase girls and play football?
I did the first
Or
bit of
did
that as well. Yeah, yeah, but I dropped the football. Just dropped the football. But the guy that had
okay,
got me
or
the
chase
best mate
boys?
at the
I'm not going to be biased.
time.
We got to be gender neutral here, so you know what I
You can
mean.
do both. You can play guitar and chase at the same time. You can
Yeah,
cut
you
them
know,
out.
Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no,
multi instrumentalist. This is it.
Like mariachi.
Yeah.
no. Big time.
It was the chap that had got me to start playing the guitar. He was
Uh-huh.
he was a big Iron Maiden fan, so he was pushing to get a band started, and he played bass. So I sort of jumped on the guitar and started
Yeah.
like playing like that, and yeah, we stayed in a band called Failing Duty that we was writing original rock songs in, and playing all the classic sort of covers as well that people want to hear. And just
Yes.
doing all the pub circuits, and we started that at about 16. Did that through till it was about 2021.
Were you allowed
Um,
to do that at 16 in this country? Were you allowed to go into pubs and play? Obviously,
Yeah,
you
I just
were.
weren't allowed to drink. That was the only problem. So,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but but it was great. Yeah, it was really good time. We played with a lot of the local bands that were sort of getting a big name for themselves and that.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
but then after that, you sort of you go your own ways. You sort of grow up. At that point, you have families, things going on. So everybody sort of goes their own way for a while. So I took a bit of a
Yes.
break out, to be honest, yeah, and
Yeah.
when just did my own thing. Yeah.
Well, let's. We were meant to run a video ages ago. Let's give a little. Let's have a look at that little introduction video. It's only like 15 seconds because this is a precursor to what's happening with you guys. And what is this video we're looking at? What's
Right.
happening there? What have you guys
So
got going on?
what's going on there is Danny and I sort of, we got together by, Danny was playing in um,
I know.
A&R night
Yeah.
down at a local club called Club Uniquity, and
Who's it? What company was they in, or who was that for?
it was just a local one they put on, and they don't
Okay.
really invite anybody. They call it that, but they don't invite A&R.
Oh, I thought Universal, Sony.
Yeah, just like original numbers. They sort of have anything stuff. I think they call it that because they'd like to think that people would, and it'd be the kind of thing that they come to. But it's like there's usually one poet and a full band, a couple of duos, and some solo artists. And Danny was playing, and I was in a band later on in the evening, and I heard him play and was like, I need to buy his CD. Approached him and
Yeah.
said, I don't have any CDs. So I said, well, I've got a little home recording studio. Come and record with me. Long story
Which is what we're
story
in
short.
now. Yeah.
I jumped in on harp. I'm cutting a very long story quite short for the sake of
Yeah.
what's happening in that video. So we thought we'd get together and rehearse and stuff. So what you're seeing in that video is us two rehearsing in Cafe Studios, which is just down the coast here, about a mile away from where we are now.
Yeah.
And we set up 3 video cameras and set up our MacBook with GarageBand, so we could record it professionally with professionally sounding as well. And we just sat in that Tuesday morning because I was on late, weren't I? And
you got me up early, man. No, you got me up early. I think I'd only been awake about a half hour at that point, you know.
So we filmed like 3 hours, filmed and recorded about a 3-hour session, and with the aim of picking a few tracks out of that to try and make an EP. You know, so if we get some good cuts, if we get some good take out of that, we can call it an EP. We can sell it. So what you're seeing there is the video that goes with our release, the Cafe Studios EP. So we're actually in that video playing the Cafe Studios EP.
Okay. We're gonna could we hear some of that music off that EP? Would you got anything?
We can indeed. You want to hear one now?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Okay, cool.
Let's have a listen to something off this EP, and they can get this EP. We'll talk about this a little bit more in depth, but they can get this EP. When is it out?
It's out on the 13th of June through all digital outlets. We've got CDs for sale from the 13th of June. So it all goes live on all the digital platforms. Your distributor does that these days, doesn't it? You know, so we set out for the 13th of June, and also CDs are available and cassettes as well.
No way! No, you're kidding me.
No.
Yes, apparently more than 200,000 units. More than 200,000 units of cassettes were sold in the UK last year.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. No.
You know,
where's the machines at?
Listening to them.
Yeah,
we really
like,
enjoyed it. We
listen
realised
to the
it sounds
tape lag
really
on
good.
That is fantastic. So you get that on CD, digital, cassette, and vinyl? Or no, the CD looks like a vinyl. It looks like a vinyl though.
No,
it looks like a vinyl CD.
It does, yeah.
Vinyl,
It does here. I don't know if you'll see it too well.
Yeah, let's have a look.
You know,
Yeah, we don't have a Zoom. Oh, there we go. Oh, it does indeed. Yeah, good packaging as well.
Hey, thanks very much. So, we're in this process of recording the full album, a bit more sort of not so live, but still trying to capture the live thing. So it'll still be just us, you know, one harmonica, 2 vocals, and a guitar. Still be that, but that will be on actual vinyl. That one. So. Yeah.
All right, cool. And what's the name of this track you're gonna play?
This track's called King's Ransom.
Good. Go ahead then. Let's have a listen to this.
Ready? 2, 3, 4. Bounties out a hashtag scout at the King's Ransom. Our rewards late in store for those that can land them. Whichever it may be, from that chance I'm free, it's fine with me. It's fine with me, yeah. And I say, you're my gold rush fever, make a true believer out of me. Recording king, come on and give me that ransom. Recording king, know that I'll be handsome. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Employ all the nervous vibes to guide me straight. It feels so good to be one of those blades. Whichever it may be, from that chance I'm free, it's fine with me. It's fine with me, yeah. And I say, you're my gold rush fever, make a true believer out of me. Recording king, come on and give me that ransom. Recording king, don't let her be handsome. Recording king, come on and give me that ransom. Recording king, don't let her be handsome. you said it would. And I say, you're my gold rush fever, making a true believer out of me.
Oh, yeah, and that's The King's Ransom, which you'll find on the Cafe Studios EP, which is out on the 13th of June by Danny R. and Paul G. I like the Danny R. and Paul G. I know you say Gillings, but I like. Is that what I said that right? Gillings or Gillians?
It's Gillings. It's an
Gilling,
old
Gillings.
fishing family name, and fish
Yeah.
have gills, so it's named after that. So it's Gillings. Yeah, I do get that mispronounced or not. It's fair. It's fine.
And you
It's
can
no
swim really well.
yeah, can you?
No, really? Oh, cool. I really, you know what? I know this is going off the beaten track a bit, but I really like to swim. You know, I would like to, but I know how, but I just don't like it. I really don't like it.
When you
I
live as
joined
close to
the.
the sea as we do, you kind of have to, you know.
I'm really like, oh, but I fucking hate this. Oh man, that's so cool. That's a great song, and
you.
so we're gonna go ahead and we're talking about the EP, which is out on the 13th of June, and what is the? We've got a video from that, which is the third track on the EP. Is that correct? Was it called Alone?
That's the one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now this is a lyric track. Now, it's you read like there's another two videos being released close to the time, which are actually us playing them live in Cafe Studios. But we thought for this one, lyrics. You know, lyrics are Danny's absolute next to his incredible voice and guitar playing. His lyrics, you know, are something that always resonated with me. You know, the first lyrics I ever heard him sing were from People goes, "Who are we?" and it was incredible.
Let's
So,
turn
you know,
that volume down for a
the
second,
lyrics,
Patsy.
which was.
Patsy, hang on a second. Yeah, get that
So
volume down.
I wanted to show the lyrics in this video. So yeah, here it is.
Yeah,
enjoy.
yeah. I was curious about that, but let's have a look at that because the lyrics I love. I'm a lyricist as well, and I think it's a beautifully written song. Let's have a listen to the music.
So when you come across the things that you ain't sure about, don't disregard your natural instincts now. Take a second look and you might find something interesting that you did not know about. Cause it's more than a meteor star, so much more than the clouds in the sky. The strange things that happen in these lives, the strange things that go bump in the night. So open up your mind and have a real look. Take a second glance at what you once missed. Cause so many disregard what they can't see. Don't trust the news to tell you your identity. And I hope that one day we might find out what really went down. Wheels out of discrepancy, search parties went out, nobody's were found. So many disregard what they can't say. I guess it's our modern day society. But you're not alone in this world. You're not alone in this crazy world. Cause so many disregard what they can't see. Don't trust the news to tell you your identity. You're not alone in this world. You're not alone. This crazy world, you're not alone. This crazy world, you're not alone. This crazy world, you're not alone.
Oh yes, give it a round of applause for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Danny, where did you get those lyrics from? What is that about?
It's just observation, I think, of what was going on around me and how I was feeling at the time, which I think
Yeah.
is where a lot of us start as lyricists. And I suppose in that is our ideals as well, of how we wish and hope things could just be. But I think it's the age-old rule of never stop asking questions. You know, don't just believe what he's put in front of you. Always try and find out for yourself. Um, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Really, I still
Yeah.
find it weird to see the video, and that Paul did a fantastic job on it. And this is
Definitely.
really cool, mate. Yeah,
It flows really nicely with the lyrics and with the music in the background. It really flows lovely.
he
And
hit the nail on the head. Like he brought my inside out manifested it into video
exactly.
form. And yeah,
And,
bang, man.
and where can people pick that up on the 13th again? Where were they able to get that? On what website and what platforms and things?
That particular video is available on YouTube now through our
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Just search Danny R and Paul Gillings. But on the 13th, those tracks will all be available on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer. I don't know what the other platforms the young kids do, but they'll all be on there. You know, the tracks are also available on TikTok. If you do a TikTok video, you can use our track after the 13th of June as well if you want to. So,
That is so cool. And so people can make up dances to your tracks or just sit and meditate, whatever they want to do. I still yet to understand.
You're down with the kids. You know about these things by the sound of it.
I'm so down. Listen, I'm so down. They can't even see me. You get me? So. No, I want to go back to. I want to go back to what's sort of like 1993 with you, Paul.
Okay. But he can't be Danny because he was 3 years old then. So
yeah.
He was 4. So yes, I guess it has to be me. Yeah.
I was doing the Michael Jackson.
So we'll have to get your mom in on the next one there, Paul, for that one. But Danny, for 1993, you played at the Jazz Cafe with a
I
band
did.
called.
You got to mix up. You got to mix up. I mean, Paul. I did. Hello. I'm Paul.
Sorry, yeah, we're talking about Paul. Yes.
I'd have been impressed if I was 4 playing at the Jazz Cafe.
You know what? You'd be a prodigy. Sorry, I dozed off for a second.
No, it's fine. You're just caught in being.
That's my age. Look, I'm showing my age now, guys. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yes, no. How that came about was there's the brand of harmonicas, Lee Oscar harmonicas, and at the time, Lee Oscar, who put his name to those, he was a band called War. I don't know if many people have heard of those, but they.
Well, that's why I want to talk about that. I want to go.
They did the very famous.
Look. Let me put my little 2 cents in, okay?
Yeah, sure.
I'm from a place called East Long Beach in California, and as a kid, about age 4 or 5, we lived. My brother was friends with one of the guys in War's sons, and we used to go to a place called down the end of the road. There's a place called Rose's Supermarket, and when the supermarket would close, Rose had a little spare room, and that's where War would rehearse. Amazing. And so our parents were friends, and so they're from my hood sort of thing. So is Snoop Dogg as well. So there's a lot of those people from East Long Beach.
Awesome,
and so
awesome.
when you said War, I had to get in there because that was our backdrop as kids. You know what I mean? Watching out, and I was.
Yeah, not many people have heard of War in this country. So you say play for War, and they're like, who? We say, the Marmite advert, and everybody goes, oh yeah, them guys. Yeah, but they were so much more, And I played on a song called "Why Can't We Be Friends."
Why can't we be friends? Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we know this.
I've got a recording of that. It's actually, I'll put the recording up on my YouTube channel as well. So if you search Paul Gillings harmonica there and look for War in there, there's the recording of that actual me getting on stage with them. But Lee Oscar came to hear about us as young harmonica players and found out that I'd won the World Harmonica Championships in the youth section. And he was doing, Lee Oscar was the harmonica player for War. For those that don't know, I know you know. But
well, I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, he was doing a workshop tour of the UK, and he came to visit, and he stopped by one of the music shops in Caister, where I was living at the time, and said, I want you to be the face of Lee Oscar harmonicas for a little while. You got a preferred player, so I got a bunch of free harmonicas. And he was then, on that same tour, War had a get-together at the Jazz Cafe in Camden.
Yes.
And he said, come down and see us. You get backstage passes. And when I got there, I didn't bring any harmonicas, not expecting to play. And the place was heaving. And he said, have you got any harmonicas with you? And I said, no. He says, because I want you to come up and play with me. And I was like, but I don't have a mouth organ. So he didn't have a harmonica in the right key. So he took one of his harmonicas that was in a minor key and tuned 5 of the reeds backstage. He pulled it apart with a screwdriver, tuned 5 of the reeds. Lee Oscar did this himself, handed me the harmonica. He said, when I call your name, come up.
No way.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And the place was absolutely jumping. I mean, absolutely mad. So yeah, I got up and played harmonica solo opposite Lee Oscar. We swapped riffs at one point as well.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely nuts. Yeah, it was amazing. One of the best experiences of my
That's
life.
yeah, exactly. And those kind of things, they you take with you, and they stay in your soul as an artist, isn't it? I mean,
Absolutely.
Danny, you and I were talking about what the guitar feels like when you play it. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
when you get out there, and I guess some people say that large crowds bother them, or small crowds they can't do. Um, do you feel a weird thing like that, or you just get up and enjoy yourself?
Oh,
And
I'm always nervous. Always
are
get
you?
nervous. Yeah, always get nervous. But once I get that first track out of the way, and it's sort of, I feel like this is okay. This is settled in. These
Yeah.
have calmed down. Then I'm away and I'm okay, and I enjoy. I love it then, and it's yeah, that's that buzz, that I think we all get from it. Yeah,
And
there's no feeling like it really, is there, mate? Like when you do that.
not at all, not at
Mm.
all. So before you guys got together, Danny, you were playing with other styles, or you were just playing
Basically, I was basically playing this sort of similar kind of songs as what I am
yeah,
now, but I
yeah,
was out there doing it on my own. And after being in a band since, it was good. It was a good like thing to do for experience.
yeah.
Being up there on your own is a hell of a lot different to being up there with a band, and especially when you're doing a 45-minute set straight through or an hour
Woohoo!
set, and it's like, whoa, you got to be on your game. And I went through those mistakes. I had those moments where you kind of just go to play a song and you freeze, it's just disappeared. But you still, everyone's looking at you and like, well, come on. So you go through that, but
No
there's still
comfort
something
blanket.
missing, yeah,
Uh-huh.
there's no comfort blanket, but there's still something missing. And I had a few different sort of like chaps come in. Like I had another guitarist come in, a bass player, a producer, like a mate from Cafe Studios, who sort of hopped
Yeah,
on the drums with some brushes. Nothing just really felt right. And then at that A&R night, the same night, obviously, Paul. So yeah, so it was my first time seeing Paul. And
yeah.
there'd been a buzz going around that there was this harmonica player coming down, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's a world champion," and that. And it was like, "Oh, looking forward to
Oh
seeing this chap."
wow!
And I,
Yes.
after I got off because I went to open the night for him, and Paul come up to us and had a chat. I was like, "Oh, fantastic!" Non-biased. Oh, brilliant. But he didn't say that I am the harmonica player that's coming tonight. So
Uh
when
huh.
I've turned around, he's walked straight up onto the stage and he's grabbed his harp and he started playing, and it was like, wow, stunning. So yeah, I mean, to have the man sitting next to us, mate, I'm proper,
Yeah. Well,
proper like,
you guys complement each other, so it is a match made somewhere in the universe that we like to go to with our
thank you. Yeah,
with our music friends.
yeah,
And I see you guys having loads of gigs playing and things like that. So we're gonna be rocking with you all summer. So,
yeah.
so
Bless
I
you.
mean, have you got any guitar endorsements, or I know you got the Oscar endorsement, but are there any guitar endorsements coming your way? Or are we still looking?
Well,
Um.
sorry, I just want to say I am not actually a Lee Oscar endorser anymore.
Okay. Okay.
That
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
1993, and I'm a Sadel endorser. Sadel harmonicas.
Say it. Yeah. Let's make that clear.
Yeah,
Say it again.
sorry.
You're yes.
Sadel
My
harmonicas,
Yeah.
say
guitar.
exactly.
Me, I'm rocking with Echo. They're an Italian-made company.
Oh,
I've
cool.
had this. This is a 1964 Echo, and I've had her for
Let
about 11 years. And yeah, I love her. She was just sat up in a backstairs bedroom that had been bought for a son that was never played. So it just sat in a room for 45
just give
years.
us a little strum of that echo. Just give us a little strum because
Yeah.
I loved how they twing.
Yeah, she's got a lovely bottom end on her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
lovely.
Well, you may as well go ahead and keep it warm and play us another song if you don't mind.
Yeah,
And can
sure.
you tell us the title of it when you're ready?
This track is called "Tell Me," and it's off the EP as well. So
Written by you as well, by both of you.
yeah, yeah.
Are you write the lyrics together, Paul? Or Danny? You're just doing the
No,
lyrics.
these particular ones are all Danny's lyrics, and I'm adding the harmonica to it, and then if that changes the arrangement, that happens. So in the main, these particular ones, especially the ones off EP, are Danny's songs,
Okay.
but the ones on the album, what we're working together for the live set,
Yeah.
are getting
Uh-huh.
to be more 50-50. Obviously, Danny
Integrated.
was an established artist and had a full set, so we sort of I
Yeah.
got on board with that, stuck the harmonica to it. and then the newer
We've
stuff
remixed,
is.
and we've put we've
Yeah.
made some breaks and some of this and that.
You didn't really have an instrumental harmonica break in the middle.
Nah.
So
So
just
No.
Stick
stuck a harmonica solo in the middle and said, "Yeah, I wrote that." Yeah.
I got you. Okay, man. Well, let's have a quick listen. Thank you.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. And I see you standing there in the summer winds kiss your hair. Now why would you look to lose it? So many others, they would choose it. So won't you tell me, baby, what it is that you're going through? So be right there, always beside of you. If you find that you can't carry on, I will hold you tight until your fear is all gone. Till they've gone. There'll be days when you cry. There'll be days when you laugh. Help them along and say goodbye. Lovers know the reasons why. So won't you tell me, baby, what it is that you're going through? Tell me right here, yeah, always beside of you. If you find that you can't carry on, I will hold you tight until your fears are all but gone. So tell me, baby, what it is that you're going through. Tell me right there, always beside of you. If you find that you can't carry on, I will hold you tight until your fear is all gone.
You know what? Listen, that was gorgeous. And listening to, like, when you play, and both of you play, I just feel like I don't know why, I just keep feeling New Orleans, and I feel voodoo, I feel gypsy, I feel cotton picking and watermelon. I just feel all these lovely
Love it.
tastes and smells and things going on.
Awesome. We're
That's
gonna have to
absolutely
get out
great.
there someday, mate.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely get out there, you know what I'm saying?
It'd be a dream come true on that. Definitely.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got that blues challenge and all those kind of things happening as well. A lot of stuff.
Yep.
I mean, it's difficult. It was difficult. I mean, we're only starting to open back up now, aren't we? So,
Yeah.
speaking of opening back up, because you guys, Danny, you released a track called "Me, You, and Echo." Was
Yeah,
that?
that was the EP that Paul recorded for us in here. Yeah,
Okay.
in this room.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, so
And
meet you.
that was during lockdown, wasn't it? Or one of them?
That was 2019. It was December. It was just
Oh.
before we went in, really, wasn't it?
No, it
mate?
was, yes. Yeah, so that was the December beforehand. Yeah. So
Okay.
my album was during lockdown. I released an album last year called Invisible Prison that was recorded during lockdown, and I
Okay.
played all the instruments.
Yeah, it's a wicked album, man.
Man, you hush your mouth. Listen, both of you guys are so talented. I mean, how did that go I mean, I guess you can only do stuff online and just push online, really.
Well, that's
I mean,
where
there's no
everything is
shops.
these days, as well
No,
you
yeah.
know, with shows like this. I mean, and this isn't, I dare say, just the lockdown thing. This is how it's opened up a whole new world of, I think there's a lot of musicians, myself to start off with, and Danny as well. We had a big transition because we're from the time of, You go to, you pay 150, £200 a day, because
Yeah.
that's cheap, it's around here way, to go to a recording studio. They then give you a CD. You then get the CD like multiplied up. You put them in little envelopes. You send them with a handwritten letter to every record company in the world, or you walk into clubs and bars, hand them a cassette, and say, "Please give me a gig." But these days, you just get on Facebook Messenger and go, "Please give me a gig," and they ignore you. Or you release things through Spotify and iTunes and stuff like that. And we know the streams that pay absolute rubbish. But for us at the moment and at the stage we're at, it's just lovely. I just want people to hear it. I just want people to hear what we've got. So we give,
you've got to do it for the love, not for the money.
Yeah, you've got to put the rod in the water a little bit, But the digital promotion, the Facebook promotion, the YouTube, all those making videos is more important than absolutely ever. We know MTV changed that, but I think YouTube changed it. And that whole digital revolution changed it even further. You've got to be these days. You can't just be a great musician. You'll be a great musician. You've got to be a great, you'll be great with the recording, with the home equipment. You've got to be great with videography. You've got to be social media. You've got to be marketing. You've got to be the recording, the record company. You've got to be your own record company.
Be your own label,
it's
basically.
Really hard work. It's a slog.
Definitely, I completely agree. And we came up with this idea of this being like a one-stop shop. It's like live talking blues. It's a bit like if you think of like Jonathan Ross or Graham Norton, where we have try to do entertainment talking. We haven't got all the bits and pieces that we're working on, but there's some other things elements that are coming to the show as well. But it's like, say for instance, we got some people coming from Chicago, and they will be playing at the Jazz Cafe, for example. Well, they can stop here like you guys are stopping here today. They can stop here and say, well, we'll be there next Tuesday at the Jazz Cafe. And I don't think there's any place like a one-stop shop where people can tune in and find out what is happening. We're doing blues, but we're actually catering to a lot of other genres, but it's sort of blues influenced. Yeah. We because that is the granddaddy of the music, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It so is. And I think like rock music, that there's if you've heard of Rick Beato, and he's big on YouTube. He's a big YouTube star, and he talks about sort of the death of rock music somewhere around sort of the late 2010s. And it's because they came to the conclusion, him and the other guys he was talking to, is there was a lack of blues-based rock music. Rock music stopped being blues-based and started being, more rap-based and more, sort of stuff like that. But blues-based stuff, that drive, that grit, that feeling, like you say, that picture it creates for you, is what the greatest rock and roll, greatest any music is made from. Let's face it.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
They seem to have a tendency in the UK to go with the blues, but they edge it on a rock side, don't they? It feels like you get a little bit of it, and it's great music that they're playing. King and all these guys playing some really great music, got the chords and things, but it has that sort of. But when you go back to United States and you get that kind of. That's that African thing that comes through naturally. It's like, and that's why I'm really appreciating what you guys are doing, because it's given me all those sort of feelings and things like that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
That's huge. Thank you.
That's cool. That's cool. Listen, let's talk about Centerpin TV, because that was a digital platform as well, isn't it?
That was we'd had maybe 4 weeks.
You were supposed to do that gig by yourself.
I was supposed to do it by myself.
And I started playing a bit of harp, and he said, well, do you want to do this with us? I said, well, we had 3-4 rehearsals, so it's pretty raw for us. That it's pretty new.
It was our first performance, wasn't it? That was our first performance together.
So literally just jamming it. I'm literally asking him what key harmonica I should be playing for the next song.
That was my first live stream, and it was our first performance together.
But that's a local.
I was already like proper nervous. So I was like, man, I need you by some of this for me.
But that's a local, some local friends of ours, Paul Osborne and Matthew George, are sort of starting. They now have the Wendy House recording sessions as well. Yeah. But Centerpin TV was much like yourself, but for more localized things. So they had a lot of local acts on there, just trying to promote live music during the lockdown scenario as well, going for that. But also they're going to carry that on afterwards, because it had such a great response. Yeah. And because you can't always film nicely in pubs or film nicely somewhere or get a sound studio or a sound stage. So I think they've built that Wendy House studio in their back garden, haven't they? Now? So that was filmed in their music room. So that's their own personal grand piano. They teach their daughter on and stuff
little
like
house
that.
Concerts and Wendy House studio.
Well, let's have a look at one of the tracks. The first track I think is What we were talking about in sound check, was it Misty, or what was it called
My
again?
Mystic.
Mystics,
My
yeah.
Mystic. That's the one. That's what we're conjuring. Remember we said we're conjuring up that sort of thing. I told you, got some voodoo happening in there, boy. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
This was the first time I'd played this track live as well. It's, it's all good.
Nice one.
All this time I thought that luck was dealt as made. Turns out that fate had to bring a part to play. Just as all was going so damn swell. Dream that plagued my mind become my living hell song. Have you seen my mistake? Can you tell me where she's staying? I need to see my mistake. She can tell me of my dreams and what they mean. Oh, help me, Mystic, please. When all is said and done today, my friend, you'll be on your way to find back on the man. Just as home is going so damn swell. A dream that plagued my mind become my living hell song. Have you seen my mistake? Can you tell me where she's staying? I need to see my mistake. Someone's put a curse on me, curse on me, curse on me, yeah. Have you seen my mistake? Can you tell me where she's staying? I need to see my mistake. Someone's put a curse on me, a curse on me. Oh, help me, Mystic, please, and take this curse off me.
Hey, yes. So there is tips and donations that can go to the artists also on this website. Oh, sorry. Hang on a second. I done that. That's my fault.
Okay.
I heard you guys talking in the background, so I muted your mic.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, bless you. That's the right,
We
mate.
were just pointing out the flaws in our own play.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I dropped that
I
chord
know, I knew
massively
you
there. I
were.
was like, oh, no.
I knew you weren't going to shut up about that, so I thought, let me just cut you off right now. Sorry about that. So there's tips and donations. Is that what's happening? People, do you have a website that you know that people can look at the other artists that are coming up on there? Give Paul Osborne a
Or for
shout.
Centerpin. Oh, yeah, for Centerpin. Yeah,
Yes.
just go Centerpin. Just search Centerpin TV on their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
But they also have Little House, don't they? Is there
Little
is there
House concerts.
Little House
and,
concerts.
Yeah, and Wendy House recording.
And Wendy House Recording Studio.
We
So
can always
search for
send you
those.
the little linky things as well.
Yeah, and we can do that on the we can put it on your website.
Yes.
I mean on our Facebook and things like that.
Absolutely.
When
That'd
we
be
when we
great.
post this up.
Yeah, they're a fantastic
laser.
family. They're a family of musicians, and honestly, they're all just amazing people, and they do so much to help local community. It's really cool.
Yeah, yes. We over here we just like to try to promote everybody, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, the idea was just trying to communicate because we're on lockdown and we just want to pick places where people can talk about things, what we're doing. And I think you guys are doing a great job. So where are you going to be playing at? The next gig that's coming up. Where can we come see you play at?
So next club is at next gig is
the EP release.
Is the EP release, which is a part of a we're not any signed to any record company, but there's a record company called Bare Feet Records who put together little showcases of potential talent for them. Yeah. So they're doing one on the 13th of June in Norwich. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, there it is. So the Bare Feet Records showcase, 13th of June, and then we've actually got a couple of gigs since we gave you this list. Actually, we're at the John Peel Centre for Performing Arts, which is in Stowmarket. John Peel, obviously, absolute, musical legend.
That's
introduced
right,
so many
yeah.
bands. So they have his place in Stowmarket. We're there on the 17th of June, and we're also got a gig at a Bishop's restaurant in Fulham
Yeah.
on the 24th. 25th,
Okay.
we're in the Angel in Halesworth, which is a tiny little village.
We
And
got
then on the 26th, there's a big festival down here. I mean, I keep pointing out there, but literally at the other side of that wall
Okay.
is the sea. And
Yeah.
it's the most easterly sea as well. So they have a festival here that was started last year called the First Light Festival, because
Okay.
we're the most easterly town. We're the first town to get the sun. Sun comes up here and hits our part of the land first of all. So they have a little festival to celebrate that. You know, it's not like druids and like
Okay.
sex parties and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's nothing that much fun. But it's they do have some live music. They do have some great creative tents and stuff like that, and some stalls and stuff like that. So we're playing out on the beach, literally on the beach as where's the sun sort of comes
can't
up.
wait for that.
How
On the
cool is that?
26th of June.
26th of June.
And,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're playing at Red Rooster Festival.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Yeah,
that's gonna be good.
Patsy's always going on about that festival. She
Oh.
loves it.
Great little festival. Absolutely. Just still keeping it real. Hasn't lost it to big corporate sponsorship
Yes.
or anything like that. Lovely Americana. Some good blues and roots there. And we're playing on the second stage at 11:30
Cool.
on Saturday morning, Saturday the
Opening up,
28th.
mate. Yeah.
Yes,
Opening
we
up
are. Yeah.
on
So
Saturday.
that'd be awesome. Really looking
And,
forward to
and
that.
shout out the name of your website, so people can go. If they missed this at the
Okay,
bottom,
so it's
scrolling down the bottom,
Danny R. Paul Gillings music.co.uk.
.co.uk.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
check
Yeah.
it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. well done, Patsy.
Yeah, Patsy.
Yeah, go on, Patsy. Patsy, you know Patsy be going on, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Patsy got it locked down. Listen.
The omnipotent Patsy. She is always listening.
I'd love to. Well, there's a couple more things I want to do before we get out of here. I want to look at the other video on Centerpin. There's another video. Was it called Talk? Was it that you wrote, Danny? Was it called Talk?
No, we don't have a song called Talk. What one was it?
Told people.
Oh, God. Well, we got my
Oh,
mistake.
people. This one's called People, I think.
People.
Why
Yeah,
not let me
yes.
talk then? People talk, I guess.
Yeah, people talk.
They do. We don't know
Such
what
an
they're saying.
idiot. Let's have a listen to this, okay? Because this is from the Centerpin video as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute you guys again.
So who are we? So who are we? Does anybody know? Listen. We are the ones who hold the power to rip them from their ivory tower, to rid the world until equality remains. Remove race and you'll see we're all the same. And I feel like I'm walking down this road again, and I feel like something's changing in the winds, and I know that this ain't gonna last for long, 'cause people are so much more. And I say no to all your lies and all your promises. No to your money making wars. And no, 'cause you've taken far too much from us. We ain't listening anymore. We ain't listening anymore. No. We ain't listening anymore. We ain't listening anymore. We ain't listening anymore. No.
I hear backdrop. You know, when I listen to that lyric, no, we say no, we say no, we say no to your money making wars and stuff. You know what image just came to mind when I heard that? I just, You know what they did? What was that? A few months ago when they stormed the Capitol. You know, I mean, you just see these people like one
Yeah.
comedian's like saying he's climbing that wall like Spider Man. They were like, it was fucking true, man. And I love all the backdrops. So you guys, I think you guys are doing really well in the United States, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors. You know, for the future and stuff like that, because it's we'll kind of come out and see you because Patsy and I will be out hitting the road in just a bit. And like I said, every last Wednesday of the month here at Live Talking Blues, we have Jennifer Noble. She's our roving reporter, and she'll be catching up with everybody about what's happening, mostly in the UK, but she'll be coming out of Chicago as well at one point. She hasn't got the dates yet, but keeping people informed about what's happening here on the blues scene and the baby of the blues, the grandchilds of the blues, and the adopted children of the blues, and all that sort of thing. But before we go, we're gonna hit your websites again in a second. But before we go, could you guys play us another live song, and then we're gonna
Yeah, sure.
we can get our butts home and say goodbye to Patsy and stuff, and you know, and I just thank you guys for coming on. You know, it's really cool. Did you enjoy yourselves?
We
We had a
totally
great
did.
time,
Thank you
yeah.
so
Yeah.
much for doing this for us. We're just starting out as a duo here, so we really, really appreciate this little boost, this bit of promotion here, and I think you guys are doing a great job.
You're
It's
absolute
a great
diamonds.
show that you got
Yeah.
going here. So,
Bless
Thank you,
we hope
thank
it
you.
takes-
Go ahead and play us a song, and we'll catch up on some sites before we go.
This track's called If Only.
Thank you.
We sat down at St. Everett's Park. You me alone. We sat in the dark. Lights in the trees, the moon on the water. You felt cold, so I pulled you closer. Conversation, no direction, just random thoughts and dreams. Gazed at your complexion, and I found out what this means. So why, oh why did it take so long? Take so long for me to see. I know you tried, but I was blind. Why did it take so long for you and me to be? And I was left torn in two. Oh, what to say and what to do. And I said some things that I didn't mean. So glad I followed my heart straight back to you. So why, oh why did it take so long? Take so long for me to see. And I knew you tried, but I was blind. Why did it take so long for you and me to be? Please tell me, baby, why did it take so long for me to say that you're the only one? Yeah, you're the only one for me. You're the only one for me.
Yes, indeed. That's Danny R and Paul Gillings. And they will be releasing a new EP on the 13th of June. And you guys are on Instagram as well, aren't you?
Yeah,
So
Danny
have-
R, Paul G Music. Yep.
Okay, so could they get all those links off your website and then they can hit everywhere they need to go off your website?
Oh, we're all connected. We're everywhere. We're like a rash. You know, we're all over it.
I was wondering, I was itching. Listen, give us your website again, please.
Danny R, paulgillingsmusic.co.uk.
Yeah.
Excellent. One other question I wanted to ask you was, now you've got a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take this, if you don't mind, if I have your permission, to link this up onto your YouTube. So when it goes onto our YouTube, it'll hit your YouTube as well.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Modern
that'd be awesome.
technology, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
this is
love it.
Amazing.
this is kind of a new
Good
platform,
technique.
I think, and it's just like, this is the way to go forward. I think, you know what I mean. Any guys you want to say hello to grandma or anybody like that? That kind of shit. It was
Hi, Mom.
Hello, friends and family,
We
loved
won't be
ones.
watching this. Hi, Mom. She liked it.
But thank you ever so much. It's been fantastic. It's been a real privilege to be on here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Should we say goodbye to Patsy? Hello, Patsy.
Hey, Patsy.
Hello,
Yeah,
Patsy.
mate.
Thank you so much,
Thanks, Patsy.
Patsy. Listen, this is Live Talking Blues every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. That's here in London, UK. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, Danny and Paul's YouTube channel. Okay, subscribe. Also, follow us, all of us that you see. Yet over there and over here. Paul, Danny, Live Talking Blues, Patsy, all of us. Follow us so we can connect, talk, share, and enjoy. So let me go say goodbye, everybody. Hit it, Patsy. Let's go home. Bye, guys.